Okay.
This was no ordinary break-in. It was a planned assassination, just like in the cases you worked so many years ago.
Those cases are closed. Cold-blooded thieves in the night. Nothing more.
But you don't believe that. You're not on the force anymore. You don't have to lie to me. At this point, you're only lying to yourself.
All right, but what I'm about to tell you has never been proven. I came close a few times, but my superiors wouldn't hear of it. They even tried to suspend me for talking about it.
Ooh.
I'm listening.
There is a group of people. They rule this city from
I
the
literally
shadows.
just said that.
They control everything. If you step out of line, they will kill you.
I knew it.
As I said, I could never prove any of it. No one was allowed to investigate any case relating to the matter. I had to turn a blind eye. I had to carry on as though I knew nothing.
That sucks.
What about those murders you investigated back in the 80s? They were similar to my father's case, weren't they?
Somewhat.
Tell me what you know. Please. You caught 4 of these murderers. They must have told you something.
No one said anything. Most of them died before I had the chance to question them. I believe there is only one still alive, but
What?
it's pointless to speak to him.
Why? Who is he?
His name is Michael Coltrane, but everyone just calls him Crazy Mike. Spends all day rambling about aliens or monsters or some nonsense like that. After we arrested him, we had him institutionalized.
God damn.
But who are these people? Are they mobsters? A secret society?
I really don't know. I only know they exist and that they've been here for decades.
You must know more.
There were rumors that they moved through the city using underground tunnels. But that's impossible, and I never found any
The
reason to
leader's
believe
Harriet
it was
Tubman.
true. That's all I know, my boy.
Thank you, sir. This has been very helpful.
Tell me about
What
Crazy
can you
Mike.
tell me about this Crazy Mike?
He was once a very talented assassin. Killed a lot
What
of
the
politicians
fuck?
across South America and Europe in the 80s. His psychiatrist claims he had an epiphany. He suddenly realized the horrors of his profession, and snap! He couldn't take the guilt. He went insane.
Is he still in the same prison hospital?
As far as I know. Why?
I want to talk to him.
And what do you plan to do? Kick down the door and demand to question a lunatic? They'll lock you up with him. You can't just visit a place like that. And even if you do see him, he won't tell you a thing. I can still picture the crazy look in his eyes when we busted his apartment. And the smell!
Ugh. I
He
didn't want to
hadn't
know
gotten
about
up off
that.
the floor in a week. Pissed all over himself.
I
Couldn't
don't-
even speak
I
except
don't want to know
for
this.
some gibberish about the monsters. He was terrified. We never could get a confession out of him. Couldn't even get him to say a proper sentence. I can't imagine they cured him in that hospital.
Still, I need to speak to him. It could help me a lot.
You can try, but I wouldn't if I were you.
I appreciate your help.
Of course.
Is that it?
I have nothing to say.
Okay.
Thank you for your time, sir. I'll let you be now.
No trouble at all. It was a pleasure to meet you, Richard.
Call me Dick.
Good luck with your investigation. And thanks again for helping me. You're a good man.
Don't mention it.
I feel like he's gonna die now. What's up, boy?
Hello, officer.
Good afternoon, sir. Can I help you?
I'm here to visit Michael Coltrane.
And you are?
A friend of his.
Mr. Coltrane is not allowed visitors. There's been a court order.
I really need to see him. It's urgent.
No exceptions, sir. The only people allowed to see him are his doctors and those with explicit permission from the court. I cannot let you in.
I see.
Whoa.
Can you tell me anything about this?
No.
Okay, go fuck yourself. What about this?
Can you tell me anything?
No.
Okay. Okay, man.
I better not.
Where do you think you're going, sir? That area is off limits. I can only let in doctors and those...
Okay.
Oh.
I get it. Go fuck yourself. Maybe we could go back to the pharmacy. Or not. Do I talk to Judy? Oh, I talk to Judy, guys.
Hey, Judy.
Hello, Richie.
I need you to help me forge something.
Again? You're really enjoying this newfound life of crime, aren't you?
I prefer to think of myself as a detective.
And where do the clues lead today, Sherlock?
Prison hospital. I want to talk to Michael Coltrane.
Michael Coltrane. Michael Coltrane. Crazy Mike?
That's the one. You know him?
Of course, he was a modern-day Jack the Ripper. At least that's what the papers called him in the 80s. You want to talk to this guy? You're insane.
Thanks for the encouragement.
Just saying, he went on a killing spree through the city. What does he have to do with your case?
Detective Proctor told me he was the killer in the last of the political assassinations. He might be able to tell me something. Problem is, he went insane just before they caught him.
Yeah,
Wow. Look at you, knowing all the top secret information before me. I'm a little jealous.
I'm starting to get the hang of this. You think you can forge some paperwork to get me in?
Sure, give me a second.
Thank you, Judy. That was fast.
This should get you access to most of the prison wing. It's a clearance pass for a visiting psychiatrist. The guard won't look twice at it. Just don't forget, your name is Dr. Frank Villarmo.
Frank
You're my hero,
Villarmo.
Judy. What would I do without you? You know, not many people would help someone like me. Not after I left everyone I love. After I left you.
How long was I
Seeing
fucking
you again
gone?
is a little like picking at the scars, you know?
If you want me to leave,
No, stay.
Ooh,
I need to know why you
I'm in
left.
there.
I need to hear you say it.
I told you, I had my reasons.
Richard, I don't care what you say. Just don't avoid the question anymore. Why did you leave?
It happened gradually. I felt myself pulling away from everyone, getting further and further. And then I reached a point when I couldn't speak to anyone.
Why not?
I was depressed. I would lie awake all night, unable to sleep. And when the morning came, I couldn't get out of bed.
That's why you wouldn't sleep here?
I didn't want to put that on you.
You could have told me. I could have helped. We all could have. Patricia, Miranda, everyone.
I know. I chose to be alone. But then being alone became too much. I couldn't escape the feeling. I started
What? Tell me.
sleeping with my models.
What the fuck?
I thought it would cure my depression, and it would work for a little while. I would forget how I felt. I'd forget everything. I would convince myself I was happy again. But before the night was over, everything would come crashing down on me again.
Richard,
Don't think you weren't good enough. I cared about you, I did. But once I started with that, I couldn't look you in the eye. I was so ashamed. Then I ran away, so that I wouldn't have to see you, or anyone else. I don't want forgiveness. I don't deserve that. And after I finish investigating my father's murder, I'll leave. I won't bother you again.
I had no idea. I'm glad you told me. Thank you. Thank you for being honest.
It's the least I can do. I'll talk to you soon. I should go.
Sure.
I swear to you, by the end of this game, I'm clapping Judy's cheeks. Okay, I forgot my name. Fuck.
It's no use.
Shit.
Hello, sir. I am Dr. Frank Villarmo. I would like to examine Michael Coltrane.
Good afternoon, doctor. Let me see. All right, you're good to go.
Like he didn't see my face before.
Are you new? I haven't seen you here before.
Yes, I've just arrived from the University of Alabama to study Mr. Coltrane.
What are you doing,
He
step
is a
bro?
fascinating subject, I must say.
You could say that. Just be careful. The glass is bulletproof, so you're safe, but he does try to intimidate new people.
Don't worry, I'm used to that.
Can I be honest with you, Doctor?
Holy shit.
Of course.
This guy is mentally ill. I mean, seriously deranged. I don't understand why you're all so fascinated by him.
The most disturbing cases are always the most interesting.
I'll say this. He has gotten better over time. Been here 30 years. And when he's medicated, he can at least speak coherently.
The treatments are working then.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, good luck.
Thank you.
Oh, finally. I can move on. Jesus. Talking so much. Ooh. Alright, Michael Coltrane.
Hello?
Is that nigga bald? I'm gonna be honest to him.
My name is Richard. I know you don't believe me, but I need your help.
No, not another shrink. I had enough of you people. I'm not crazy. I know what I saw.
I'm not a doctor, Michael. I just want to hear your story. I want to know what you saw back in the 80s.
I already told my story 1,000 times. They got it on tape and everything. Ask one of your shrink friends to play it for you.
I told you, Michael. I'm not a doctor.
Yeah, right. Ain't nobody come through here but doctors and guards. Beat it, Doc.
You're right. I'm not supposed to be here. I forged documents and snuck in just to see you. My father was killed.
I don't know you. I don't know your father. Not my problem.
He was killed by the same people who hired you all those years ago.
And what do you want from me? I can't help you.
You're the only witness still alive.
You think I know something?
I know something happened to you. You're not the same man you once were. The people who killed my father, they changed you.
Well, that may be true, but it doesn't matter. Nobody believes me.
Nigga, I believe
I
you.
do.
Hold up, if you ain't a cop, and you ain't a doctor, how did you find out about me?
Detective Proctor told me about you.
Proctor. Proctor, yeah, that guy, he's still alive.
More or less. Listen, Michael. I risked a lot just coming here. You're the only one who can help me. Please, I beg you. Tell me everything you know about these people. I don't think you're crazy. I trust you. So please, trust me.
All right, then.
I'm not about to admire his work. I'm about to just ask the story.
Tell me exactly what happened.
But I remember like it was yesterday. By that time, I already had 3 kills in the books. And a nice pile of money in the bank.
Nice.
So I said to myself, that's it. I'm done. Then this guy, all dressed in black, shows up one day, says he'll pay me 800 grand to kill some guy. He puts 100 grand in cash right there in front of my hand and says, this is just for listening to me. You get the rest when the job's done. So I agreed. I'd do one more job.
Who did you have to kill?
The target was some guy I'd never heard of, but apparently he was famous. Some kind of president of the Peace of America organization. Tyler Green, if I remember right. To this day, I don't know why this hippie was so important.
Tyler Green was the man who inspired my father's entire political philosophy.
The pieces start to fall together. So I did the job. The guy in black said to meet him in this shack way out on the outskirts of the city. He asked for pictures for proof.
Oh.
Oh God, no, not again.
What's wrong?
I'll see it again. No, get out of my head.
Michael, look at me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sometimes I have these seizures, as the shrinks call them.
Are you okay to keep talking?
Sure, where was I? Oh yeah, the guy in black says how satisfied they are with my work. Says they got my money right there. But first, he wants to sit and talk. He says they want me to work for them full time, but doesn't say who they are. By this point, I don't really care. Mafia, CIA, the Russians, whatever. I just wanted to get my money and get out of there. And then it happened. The room was quiet. Kinda like this room right now. But then it got too quiet. No sound at all. He started talking again, but his mouth was closed.
What do you mean?
Okay.
God help me, I never experienced anything like it. He told me they needed me. They wanted me to be one of them.
Who were they?
I don't know, he just kept sending his thoughts to my head, and I heard every word just as I can hear you now. But that wasn't the worst of it. Someone else was talking. At first I thought they were in the room too, but there was nobody there. He spoke to me. He tried to convince me. He showed me pictures in my head. He showed me their incredible wealth, the power they had. He showed me how they control the world. I saw it all with my head, as if I'd experienced it myself. Like a memory, these people are not from this world. They're monsters, aliens from another planet. I started screaming. I left the money on the table and ran. And the whole time I was running, I could hear the voices in my head. The voices started speaking some nonsense language, whispering like they were right next to me. I went back to my apartment and lay on the floor for what must have been days.
And the
Do you
police
still
caught
hear
him.
them, Michael?
I heard them for a week or two after that. Then all of a sudden they stopped. But sometimes
What?
I see things.
What things?
Things not of this world. We are slaves, Richard. I don't want to live like this anymore. I don't want to see these things. I envy those I killed. Living in this hell is my true punishment.
Don't worry, Michael. Everything will be all right.
You don't know how often I hear that phrase. It's never gonna be all right. Never. Not as long as they exist.
They
Damn.
may be hiding something important. I should check out Coltrane's apartment in case there's any evidence left behind. That is, if the apartment still exists. I still want to check it out. Can you find the address?
Can Pavarotti sing? Count to 10 and I'll have it.
1,
Okay, let's see.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Got it. Michael Coltrane, last known address
Fucking lying
952
whore.
Lincoln Avenue. Now let's see if it's still standing. You're in luck. Nobody's touched the place since 1978. And no new tenants since Crazy Mike. I guess nobody wants to sleep in Jack the Ripper's old bedroom. All the same, be careful. That's a rough neighborhood. The place is probably crawling with junkies.
It's cool, I got my knife.
Thanks. I will.
And hey,
Yeah?
I've been thinking about everything you told me before. I want you to know I'm not mad at you. It took a lot of guts to tell me all that, and it wasn't easy to hear. But I forgive you.
Thanks. That means a lot to me.
I don't want you to disappear again after this. I don't have a lot of friends, and I could use one to talk to now and again.
Loser.
Anyway, here I go getting sentimental when you have a case to solve. Have fun at your crack house.
Whoa, this place is a mess.
That it is.
I can't see any use for this thing.
Why?
There's no point in destroying the table completely. Beautiful view of one of the worst neighborhoods in the city. No thanks. It seems hollow.
Dope.
There's something in here. Look at that. A map.
I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map.
This map is crumpled and dusty. It must have been laying around Coltrane's apartment for a while.
Check out this map I found in Mike's apartment.
A map of what?
I think it marks the location of Mike's meeting spot with this secret society.
Looks like it's in the East Makani Forest. I'm sorry to tell you, Richie, that's not exactly a nice neck of the woods. You don't want to know how many bodies we found dragged out of there. Nice spot, though, if you're looking to meet some rapists and murderers.
Well, I feel better now.
I'm
Be
good.
careful.
Lucky with that heat. Hello. Bad bitch blow my phone, leave me alone. Smoking on gas pack, that's that strong. Rollie on my wrist, two-tone.